Oh, here we are. And I, once again, don't have our little cue music ready. Darn it. It's Curt and Jen in the morning. And here it is. Here it is. Here we go. Okay. I just had to be a little more prepared. I love it. So Curt is on vacation. I should have let that run a little bit more. Curt's on vacation. He's with his wife and mother-in-law in Maui. Yes. So I've talked about Carrie and Randy. They're very close friends of mine, a lot on the show. And so Randy is filling in for Curt, and he is coming strong because he's got his, well, it's a fake Kraken shirt, like.
Got the Kraken gear.
And you spelled it wrong, but that's okay. Oh. He's got the fake mic that is made of a curling iron.
And every detail.
Kind of the hair, too. Yeah. We got the hair going on.
And I got the guitars and the plants.
Guitars, that's right. The guitars and the plant in the background. Randy, speaking of guitars, show us your new guitar. Oh. You just bought a new bass guitar, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Randy has been talking about buying this guitar for freaking ever. And so if you're watching on YouTube, you can see the guitar. It's like this, like kind of like matte black, then a shiny, what do you call this? The plate? That's
a good question. I think it's a pick guard.
Pick guard, okay.
Yeah.
Why? What's the brand?
It is a Music Man Sterling Ray 4.
Okay, so why did you buy it? You're very musical. Your family's musical.
I am.
You and your wife, you went to band camp.
I did.
I know you did.
More than one time.
And so you decided to buy the guitar because?
I wanted to get back into music a little bit and wanted to try something new. I did percussion when I was younger and decided
that keeps your brain smart, like it keeps your brain sharp, learning new things. I need something. Jeez. Okay. It's hump day. Happy hump day. I don't even know if we can say that anymore, but I'm saying it. Wednesday. The weather, it was so nice yesterday.
Oh, it was great.
75 degrees. I was wearing shorts. And then I come here this morning and it's raining.
Yes.
So the weather in Seattle, we're in Seattle, we're based out of Seattle. So we are getting rain for the next few days and we might see some more sun breaks. But the thing I wanted to mention is tonight is the last night of a 7 p.m. sunset.
Oh, man.
We're losing a lot of daylight quick. And I don't love it. I don't love it at all.
No.
All right, here's what's coming up in the show. We've got some good stuff. Why shouldn't you name your child after a famous character? This story to me is crazy. Have you decorated for Halloween yet? And are people judging you for it? They might be. Silly things you and your partner argue about. Is someone gaslighting you? We'll help you figure that out. And Seattle, Randy, you found this, made the New York Times list for best restaurants. So I cannot wait to hear about this restaurant.
Right.
But first, here we go. Trivia last night. Sean O'Donnell's in Everett. It's something that Randy, Carrie, me, Lori, Glenn, and last night we called it Family Night Trivia. We designated it that because each of us had one of our kids with us.
That's right, yeah.
There was Riley for me. You had Wesley. And then Lori and Glenn had Drew. So we thought for sure, we've got the youth. We are going to win tonight.
We did not. But we did better, I think.
Randy, there was only 14 teams and we came in
7th.
Only because there was a 3-way tie.
We don't have to tell them that. But what made me mad.
Yeah, go.
I usually do the math ones.
I know you do.
And we got it wrong.
Well, just tell people what it was, just so that you can noodle on this.
It was, if it takes a man and a half to pave a road and a half in a day.
I thought it was in a day and a half.
Yes, in a day and a half.
If a man and a half can pave a road in one and a half roads in 1.5 days.
Yes. How many roads can 6 men do in 7 days?
Yeah. You guys were noodling on this till the very end. And Riley is super smart in math too. And so is Glenn. No one got it.
Yes, it's in because there's some missing information in the question. We didn't know, is there no road until a day and a half? And can that half person work with 2 teams?
I just said, you guys figure it out.
We did not.
I'll work on the picture part of this. Well, anyway, it's a fun time. If you ever find yourself in Everett on a Tuesday and want to come join us at Sean O'Donnell's for trivia, it is a good time. I am really bad at this music, and I really appreciate Curt more for it. Tell me about this restaurant that you found. I want to know about it.
So, this is the New York Times put out this list of the top 50 restaurants in the country.
Okay.
And Seattle has one of them.
Okay.
And it's actually new. At least 2023. It's in Beacon Hill, and it's called Family Friend.
Family Friend.
Family Friend, which I don't know a lot about it. However, it also won an award for Best Burger in Seattle.
So is that why do you know if this is why the Seattle Times designated it as one of the top 50 restaurants, or is that a separate award for Best Burger?
It's a separate award.
So they won Best Burger Award for like some Seattle something, and then the New York Times put them on the 50 best restaurants list?
That's right.
So it won't be hard to make a reservation at all at this place.
Probably not.
Do we know anything about the restaurant as far as, is it a sit-down restaurant? Is it a bougie restaurant? Are we dropping like $50 on one burger restaurant? We don't know. Okay, that's okay.
I've not been there.
This is what Curt does not like about me. I ask these questions that he does not have the answers to. But
I don't think anyone mentioned it on the best cheeseburger.
We didn't.
So
that never came up. I've never heard of that restaurant. Beacon Hill, Family Friend.
Family Friend.
That is a cute little name of a restaurant. I like that a lot. Okay. Because we are in Seattle... I skipped the bread. I'll come back to the bread. Because we are in Seattle, I feel like we need to mention this story because I keep seeing it in the headlines and I'm kind of ignoring it because it's kind of making me not very happy. Macklemore, if you haven't heard already, was performing at a concert on Saturday in Seattle. It was a pro-Palestinian event. And to the crowd, he said, he used the real word. I'm not going to use the real word. F America.
Oh, no.
And so, of course, people were recording that. And, of course, it went viral. So, why? Why, Macklemore? Because here's the thing. I'm all about freedom of speech. Yeah. But if you don't like America, move out. Go somewhere else. Is that wrong, Randy? Tell me.
Well, maybe it is wrong.
Okay, you're right.
You could want to improve it, I suppose.
Yes.
But
just saying that, okay, that's a good point. Like, if you're mad about something... Put your energy toward and use your platform to create change, not just be an America hater.
Right. And it's our country. We should be able to take ownership of that.
Yeah. I don't want to get too political here, but I just wanted to bring that up. He said that, and of course, he's an investor in both the NHL Seattle Kraken and the MLS Seattle Sounders FC. Both teams released a statement yesterday about his remarks, and they said, "We believe that sports brings people together and unites us. We are aware of Macklemore's increasingly diverse comments. They do not reflect the values of our respective ownership groups, leagues, and organizations." He became part of the teams back in 2019 and 2022, and they just said, "We're currently evaluating our collective options on this matter." That's it. And then he got dropped from the lineup in a festival, the Neon City Festival in Vegas. So
yes, it does seem like a pretty career-limiting statement.
Yeah, don't do that kind of stuff, Macklemore. Don't do that. Okay, I got to talk about my bread.
Your bread.
My bread.
We were talking about this yesterday.
Here is why. It has taken me a couple days, which I did not know that I had an idea that bread took a long time, but God bless the bread makers of America. That is what I'm going to say here. And God bless my friend Lori, I talk about health coach friend Lori. Mm-hmm. She was helping me through this bread because she makes bread a lot. So I've had to add flour. I've stretched it. I've kneaded it. I've added more flour. I've let it rise. I've punched it down. And finally I baked it this morning. Yeah. And for those watching on YouTube, and Randy can describe it. Ooh. Look at this. I mean, I don't know what it tastes like, but at least it looks freaking amazing. Right? Yes. It's like perfectly round. It's like not too burned on the top. It feels like it might be a little fluffy, hopefully not too doughy.
Do we get to eat it?
Yes. We'll see if your wife, Carrie, would be willing to cut us a piece. But I love it. I was really proud of it when I pulled it out of the oven this morning when I woke up at 4 a.m. and set the timer for 1 hour to preheat at 500 because that's what you need to do. Whoa. Yeah.
And did it bounce like Lori said it's supposed to?
Well, it's supposed to. You're supposed to be able to punch the dough and then have it like, I don't know, bounce back or something. And
to not stick to your hands like mine does.
And mine did too. And so anyway, we'll see what it tastes like. That's what. Who cares what it looks like? Ultimately, it's what it tastes like, right? Because you got to eat it. Anyway. Okay. Did I already play this little? I don't know if I already played this ditty. You take it away, Randy. This is your story.
It's my story.
Yeah.
Well, some of you may know I'm a little bit of a Star Wars fan.
Yes.
Supposedly, there's a problem if you name one of your kids after a Star Wars character.
Yes, there is. Because
they were rejected for... They were denied a passport.
Yes.
Due to copyright infringement.
Yes. A 7-year-old boy in the UK was denied a passport recently, and his parents were told it was because it relates to a trademark or copyright. His name is...
Loki Skywalker Mowbray?
Yeah.
That's infringing both on Loki.
Okay, that's what I wondered.
And Skywalker.
So I'm like, Loki was in Star Wars? No.
That's what I remember. Maybe I'm not that deep in the Star Wars.
I didn't know. So anyway, yeah, he was denied a passport because of that. So that's just a word to the wise. Do not name your children after famous cartoon characters.
Especially if they're owned by Disney.
Especially if they're owned by Disney. Yeah. Okay, your next car might be your next wallet, Randy.
What?
This is nuts to me. Absolutely nuts. So, there was a poll done by a company that's working on smart solutions in your car, and they found that your next wallet might be in your car, which means, so half of America like the idea of their vehicle being a digital wallet. And that means, it means that it's connected to the internet and can pay for stuff just like your phone can.
So I have to drive into the store.
Right through the store.
And swipe it on the thing.
Yes. It's for things like paying for like tolls, meters, gas, maybe even drive-through.
All right.
What do you think of that?
Well, the tolls definitely make sense. And drive-through, I suppose, that could work.
I just feel like there's a lot of downfalls to it. I mean, first of all, if someone steals your car, then they've got your money too.
Right. Do you have to put your car in one of those RFID protective things?
I guess so. I mean, really, there's so many logistics I would think that have to be worked through on that. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of cool, but still, I don't know. I just feel like there's other things that we could be working on, like maybe a cure to cancer or something. Jen, there's different sectors. Yes, we can work on many things. I love the look like Randy's like, Jen, what? No. All right. Now let's really get into it. Yeah. Randy, this haunts me, no pun intended, every year. Because my big question is, as summer ends, so summer officially ends what? It's September 20th or 21st, somewhere around there. But summer kind of like in my mind ends on Labor Day. And so is it down with the summer decorations, up with the fall decorations? And then when we talk about fall, there's like fall decorations, there's Halloween decorations, and then there's Thanksgiving decorations. So when do you put up what?
Well, I have friends that say on December 26th, it's okay to start putting up Halloween decorations. That they are massive Halloween fans and like, they hate that they have to put it away.
Like the day after Christmas, they're putting up the... Okay.
I don't know if they are, but they think that they should be.
Okay. So the question is September too early to put up your Halloween decorations? I have Halloween decorations up now.
I think if you can point to a leaf that has changed colors, you're clear.
Or one that's fallen on the ground,
especially,
too, right?
Yeah, if a leaf fell.
Then it's time.
Then
okay, I like it. 2/3 of Americans say yes, you should wait, or say that you should wait until October 1st.
You're so close, though.
I know, because what do you do in between?
Like you shouldn't have summer stuff up.
What's the in between?
Yeah.
And in a few short months between, okay, let's just say October 1st, and then Thanksgiving, you have those three things. There's the Halloween, the fall, and the Thanksgiving, and some of them blend together. Anyway. There was the poll that was out that I was talking about. More than 5,000 Americans asking if September is too early to put up Halloween decorations. Most said yes. This includes the 39% who said that between the 1st and the 15th at the earliest is acceptable of September. That is The 1st and the 15th is acceptable. 15% who said the 16th through the 30th is acceptable. And this is, we're talking about September. And then 3% not until the 31st. Oh no, this is October. Wait, hold the phone, I read that wrong.
October 15th?
Okay, so 39% said that between the 1st and the 15th of October at the earliest.
No.
Then 15% said between the 16th and the 30th. And then 3% said not until the 31st, so on Halloween.
What? And then the pumpkins, because they go bad and get gross. But
if you cut them up, I think my pumpkins are some that I will carve with the kids, and then some that I just save for through Thanksgiving. If you don't carve them, they usually last. But what?
That's not right. Maybe we say like you're only allowed one giant inflatable skeleton in your yard until like after the 1st. Oh my gosh. 75% of people think that they should come down by the end of November at the latest. I would agree with that because if you're like, it's kind of like the Christmas thing, right? Like you have Christmas decorations up. When do you guys decorate for Christmas? Oh, we're bad at that. We probably get there mid-December.
And then when do you take them down?
Probably right before the Halloween decorations go up. Maybe around tax day.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Here's what I say. You know what? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you. Mind your own business. Let people do what they like. Don't be judgy and enjoy what you love. If you love Halloween if you love Halloween the whole year, decorate your house like that all year.
Agreed.
It's those, you know what it is, and I know you hate these. It's those neighborhood regulations.
The HOAs.
Yes, the HOAs that really get you. That's the problem. That is the problem with all this. All right. We asked you on to weigh in on Facebook. This came up yesterday when we had the dishwasher story about how to load the dishwasher. Right. What are the silly things that you and your partner argue about? So you've been married to Carrie for a long ass time.
Yeah.
How many years?
We're coming up on 24.
24. Congratulations. I love that so much. You guys are awesome together. What are the silly things you guys argue about?
So we have had this fight our entire relationship. And it's about what day did our relationship start. And we have a live studio audience.
Yeah, Carrie's peeking around the corner saying it's the... why is she holding up 10 fingers?
She insists it's April 10th.
April 10th.
No, it's the 11th. Because...
Why can't you go... Like... Don't you remember what day of the week it was?
Absolutely.
What day of the
Tuesday.
week? It was a Tuesday?
So
and Carrie's saying it's a Monday?
So here's the thing.
Okay.
I count the day that she told me that we're dating now. She counts the day she decided. So...
Carrie, come over here really quick. You may as well come over here. No, she will not. She will not. She's like, I'm still in my pajamas. I will not. What? Okay. Well, all right. So you guys argue about that. You know what? Here's the thing. If that's the worst thing you guys are arguing about, that's pretty good. The worst of the silly, that's pretty good. All right. Here's what people weighed in on. I was trying to think about what me and Pat argue about. There's not a lot of things like silly things we argue about. It's more like, I don't even know. We don't really argue that much about anything silly. So here's what people weighed in on. Marilyn said folding I'm guessing her husband's clothes, so I leave them neatly stacked and can fold them. Then there's ironing. Well, I refuse to do it, and he does his own, and he does it better. Okay.
That just sounds like it works out.
Patrick's being funny. He said, we argue about who's funnier, Curt or Jen. Thanks for listening, Patrick.
Well, now it's obvious it's me.
Right. Duh.
The new Curt.
Michael not being able to hear each other. That's a good one. Michael said not being able to hear each other.
Yeah. Who's the
Randolyn? Yeah.
How to load the dishwasher, of course.
That's a good one. Laurel says we argue about Steve telling me how to drive while he is in the passenger seat, and I tell him, honey, how did I ever drive without you before this? That's awesome.
Where are we?
Jenny
argued about his chew, or some say chaw.
His chaw, yeah.
She used to love his minty breath, but then realized what it was.
Oh. Lily said, him being too aggressive as a driver. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, I'm unwilling to give up my passenger princess title or keeping my mouth shut and stop being sarcastic. Reaching for the, oh, you know what bar.
Mm-hmm. I love this one. Okay. Corey's is the three men in her life can't understand.
We know husband. Corey. That's her husband and two sons.
Yes. They can't understand that not clearing the microwave when it's done, or well, not done. You take it out early.
Yes.
There's like 3 seconds left.
Yes.
But they just leave it there. And that drives me crazy too.
It drives me crazy.
Oh my gosh, you come over and like look for the time. It's 3.
No.
Not 3 o'clock.
Conan
It's
to
3
clear
seconds.
the microwave
Yes.
off.
You press one button. That's it.
I agree. Leslie said when it's appropriate. Oh, this is timely. When it's appropriate to decorate for the holidays and how to load the dishwasher.
Brett is big into the decorating.
Oh, her husband Brett.
Yeah.
So it's really opposite. Like she wants to decorate later than he does.
That's my guess. He goes all out and makes these big cutouts of like all the characters and everything.
He does? I need to go by in his house or outside?
Outside.
Oh, I need to go by.
Yeah.
A few people said, Maya and Eric said, they can't think of anything that they argue about that's silly.
They are liars.
They are liars. And then our friend Jackie.
Oh, she found, looking at the bright side, of not having a partner. You don't have those fights.
I like that she's looking at the bright side.
Yeah.
Jackie. Oh, music! Gosh darn it! Randy, I suck at this. I super suck at, like, let's get music for the in between the topics. Let's do this. All right. Okay, here we go. So I just want people to know, I think I explained this before. When we are at Curt's house doing the recording of this podcast, he has this really fancy board. And on the board, there's all these lit up buttons. And each button has the music already loaded in. So as soon as we're ready to turn on to a different topic, he literally just punches a button that's right in front of him. I'm working from my phone.
Are they labeled or you just have to remember?
He has to remember. They're not labeled. That's why sometimes he gets into trouble. This is really good. How to be able to identify if someone is gaslighting you.
Oh, that's big.
And I bring this up. This is serious. This is usually we're all lighthearted. I am bringing this up because I saw this and it hit home for me because I dated someone for a handful of years, and after we broke up and I started doing more work on myself and reading more things, I realized, oh my God. And even my daughter Riley said to me, Mom, don't you see that he's gaslighting you?
Really?
And I'm like, wait a second, I need to even really understand what gaslighting is. So we did some research. So Randy, it sounds like you're familiar with this. So please, go. There's this, I will set this up. I saw this in Psychology Today.
No, you didn't.
Well, you're right. I just saw a little blurb about it, and then I read more about it.
Well, that was an example. To make you doubt things.
I'm not trying to gaslight you. Psychology Today put together this whole list of signs that you can tell if someone is gaslighting you, and there's 11 questions. You can do this online. And so here is what each one has 5 possible answers ranging from it's something the person never does to something they always do. So go ahead and read the 11 things that we need to be. If you are thinking that maybe you're being gaslighted, just take a quick little listen to this.
If they make you doubt things you say.
Okay.
They make you feel like everything you do is wrong. They deny saying things you remember them saying. Now I have bad memory, so I don't want to get blamed for gaslighting when I don't.
Well, there's some caveats to some of this.
Yeah. They make you think you don't understand situations. Mm-hmm. They make you question your memory of things that happened between you.
As you get older,
yes,
this is going to naturally happen. What?
Mm-hmm. They make you feel like you're in the wrong.
Okay, that was number 6.
They make you feel like you're impossible to get along with.
This is hitting, okay.
They make you think you don't understand them. Isn't that the same?
A little bit. I think
they accuse you of distorting things.
Mm-hmm. All of these are super similar to me.
Yeah. They act like you're blowing things out of proportion. Mm-hmm. And they accuse you of all kinds of things.
Okay, so it won't give you a definitive answer, but it feels like if most of those things are happening a lot, there's probably a good chance you're being gaslighted. So here's the thing. Just don't freak out if a few of them happen to be occasionally. If you have some on the list, if you're going through it and they're occasionally, the average answer to each one was rarely, but that's not uncommon to have some occasionally ones on the list. Mm-hmm. So you can take the test at I'm going to spell this, psypost.org. Psypost.org.
All right.
We don't want you to be gaslighted.
No.
And if you are being gaslighted, then either get some help or get out. That's what I would say to that. Hopefully you can work through it, but probably not. I'm just saying. Okay. Well, okay. Moving on to more lighthearted things, Randy, because that's what we do here. Oh, I like this one. I like that little music. Top phrases that will ruin the day, even for the most optimistic people in the world. So there's a list of the most optimistic states that came out, and that includes not Washington. It's California, Alabama, and Maryland. So, of course, all we want to do is bring them down to our miserable level, which is why we probably present today's list of the top phrases that will ruin the day, even for the most optimistic person in the world. Okay, well, this one, see, now some of these, it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
The first one on this list is, I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's bringing so much joy.
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
Yeah. I can't sleep on red eyes. Want to chat? Oh, that chatty person to see next to you. Yes.
Airplane person. The check engine light just came on. Okay. Oh.
Yeah. Do you know why I pulled you over?
Yep. Our new neighbors are from Venezuela and in a gang. Oh my God, this is for real.
If you have nothing to hide, let me see your texts.
Oh, geez. Nice try, but that's not a legit excuse from jury duty. Oh, meaning you have to serve jury duty. Well, that's kind of our civic duty. Okay.
Everyone, let's gather in the conference room. It's time for our sexual harassment seminar.
Yes.
Yes.
Since it's going to be a long Uber ride, want to hear my band? Oh, this is a good one.
Dad, I want to work in radio.
Sorry, Mom. Sorry that I wanted to work in radio. Okay, so that brings me to wanting to know for tomorrow, what's missing on this list? Like, what would you say in your world if someone said something to you or something happened that it would be like a day ruiner? Do you have something
might as well go back to bed.
Like, off the top of your head? I'm trying to think of something for me, and I don't know what that would be. I mean, should we ask that, or should we? Yeah, let's ask that, and then maybe the next day we ask, what are things that would happen that would make your day? Because I have a good example for that. Like, what would make my day?
Yeah, sure.
But something that would ruin your day, and we don't want to talk about like any death stuff, because obviously that's going to ruin anybody's day. But think about it, and if there's something light, it could even be lighthearted, right? Like, what's something that someone would say that's kind of silly, but you might think, what? No. Like, I want to go to some place that you don't like going to.
Yeah.
Oh, why? We're really thinking on our feet
Boy,
this
aren't
morning.
we?
Did you drink all your espresso, Randy?
I did. I need more. This is super early for me, by the way.
This is because Randy, well, first of all, you have a very hard time sleeping. Like, we're all trying to give you sleep hygiene things, and you're like, I already know that, I already know that, I already know that, already done
I'm
that.
already ignoring all of them.
Yeah. So it's hard for you to be up at, what time did I require you to be up this morning?
6.
I required you to be ready to go 6:30. Let's go.
That's right.
And you're like, hold on, I need my espresso.
The sun wasn't even up.
It was not.
People are not supposed to be awake.
It was dark. What time did you go to bed last night?
12:30-ish, but I was up till about 2.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So you need a nap today for sure.
Of course.
All right. Randy, thanks for filling in today.
How'd I do?
That was fun. You did great. You did awesome.
I wasn't sure what to do with my hand.
I just want to remind everyone that Funny Girl opens at the Paramount Theater and runs through the weekend. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend, it starts tonight. Have an awesome day. Thank you for listening. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. Like I said, have an awesome day. Make good choices, find joy, and spread kindness.
Bye.